Hey folks, this is Lynn, an American in Love in China again. We're going to bring you another a little small short video of some food. I do a Polish sausage and make a sandwich out of it, and it's really very good. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start the video. We'll jump right into making the food, okay? Okay, I've already done a little bit of prep. As you can see, here's my skillet with a little olive oil, 100% extra virgin, and also some butter. Now this butter is, well, let me get it out here for you. Kerrygold, it's pure Irish butter. It's butter that's made from cows. It doesn't have any additives in it. The cows are not fed any kind of growth hormones or any kind of medicine, penicillin or anything like that. They're not fed any kind of feed at all. Actually, they're pasture grazed. These cows here, they graze out in the open pasture in Ireland, and then the butter is very, very pure. It's a little expensive, but hey, it's worth it because it makes everything taste better. You can see, I've got some butter in there melting. It's mixing in with the olive oil. I've chopped some, these are not white onions, these are yellow onions. I've chopped them and I'm letting them there. I'm gonna let them kind of marinate in that butter juice and kind of brown up a little bit. So I'll go and prep some more and I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. We've already got some jalapeno peppers already chopped up. I'm going to chop them a little bit more, so they'll be pretty fine when I put them on the sandwich. Now, man, it's very important, in my opinion, to keep these pepper seeds. I don't know if you can see them or not there. That's where your flavor's at. A lot of people cut these jalapenos or chili peppers open, and they'll take the seeds out because they don't like the heat. Man, the heat's where the flavor is, for God's sake. Also got some white marshmallows. These are not the best looking marshmallows I've ever bought, but hey, they'll do. They'll work fine for the sandwich. I'm gonna chop them up kind of good. Now, all this is like the onions. It's gonna go into my skillet. Okay, here go the mushrooms and chopped up jalapenos right into the skillet. All right, there it is. Starting to caramelize. Mix it up a little bit. Make sure kind of everything gets a little bit of that butter and that olive oil on it. All right, now it's time to add a little seasoning. Okay. I use this Kikkoman soy sauce. I put it on everything. Put me a little dose of that in there. I also use Louisiana hot sauce in just about everything. Really adds, gives it a little kick and a little extra flavor. Old God Mom's chili crisp goes in just about everything. And also, I use yellow mustard in a lot of my dishes. Just a little bit, doesn't take a whole lot. This Old God Mom chili crisp, man, this stuff is delicious. I can eat it right out of the jar. Probably not good for you to do that. But I love it so much. I'm gonna put a little mustard in there too. Now you'll note that I've only got it on 2 right now, so I'm just kind of letting it start to simmer a little bit. I'll turn it up a little bit, maybe around 4. Stir some of that stuff up. My idea here is to let things kind of brown up, blacken up a little bit, caramelize a little bit, and let the flavor from this seasoning and stuff kind of soak into the food as it cooks. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of this black pepper and maybe some salt in there. Okay, in goes the ground up black peppercorns, and I usually use quite a bit. And we'll just use a little bit of this sea salt also. Don't need a lot of it, just a little whiff of it there. Okay. Now, as you can see, everything's cooking nicely now. Turn the heat up just a little more. Maybe something like that, 5.5 something. Let it cook a little faster. Okay, we're ready to get the sausage ready. All right, I use the King Cotton, or King's rather, smoked sausage. It's a type of Polish sausage that's available here in the U.S. I'm not sure if it's available in China or not. Probably not, at least not this under this brand. It might be a different brand of it. Anyway, it's a good, it's relatively inexpensive. It's easy to prepare. King's has a good quality about it, even though the price is not expensive. So I'm gonna take this out of the package, or a piece of it out of the package, and start chopping it up and getting it ready. This is too big a piece for me today. I'm just making one sandwich, just me here. So I'm gonna cut it like right about here, and that'll make it long enough for a decent sandwich for lunch. To make sure that the meat cooks good on the inside, as you can see, I've slid it right down the middle, like so. Laid it over. She's ready to go into the pan over here where everything else is cooking. Just kind of make a hole here. Lay it down on there. And then we just kind of stir things up and get some of that stuff on top of this. As you can see, everything's starting to caramelize and get brown. And that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. It's got a great smell. It smells good. Now, while everything's still cooking, we're going to do some other things. Got my bread laid out here, and I got my Kerrygold butter, Irish butter. I'm putting me on a couple of slices of this butter. Put here on the bread. Now, when the time comes, I'll pop this onto the skillet after I've emptied everything out of it, and we'll go from there. Now for sides, I'm just going to have the sandwich, and I've opened up a can of Van Camp's pork and beans. They're some of the best pork and beans you can buy. We'll have them, or part of them, as a little side for this sandwich. I've also got some of this romaine lettuce that I use all the time. I'm going to rinse it off, because again, it's probably got chemicals on it, pesticides, what have you. We don't want any of that in our food. So just rinse it off. That'll go on the sandwich when I'm ready to assemble the sandwich. And I put the pork and beans on the plate, so I'm starting to get ready to plate everything. Let's check on the sausage and see what's going on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everything's caramelizing real good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, perfect, perfect. Ooh, that brown stuff, that's pure flavor. Let it cook just a few minutes or a minute or so on that side, and we'll be ready to plate her up. Okay, now I'm going to take the bread and just put it right there in the skillet. I made a spot, see, I kind of scooped everything over to the side. I'm going to let the bread sit there for just a few seconds, or maybe a minute at the most. melt that butter on it. Oh, I see the butter starting to melt already. She's probably ready. Yes, she is. Look at there. Wow. All right. Put that there. Now we'll do the other one. Give it a few seconds. Sure, that's probably ready too now. Let's check it out. Well, close enough. Now we'll put that there. At this point, we're ready to start plating. Sandwich out. Man, it's gonna be good. All this stuff, and you want it, even the black stuff, because it's not really burnt, it's caramelized. There's a difference between something that's caramelized and something that's burnt. Okay. All right. Put a little more mustard on the sandwich on that side. And here's my romaine lettuce. Put that on there. Bread's gonna go on top of that. It's gonna be good. Now I've added some chips. These are called sun chips, by the way, to the meal. So we've got the pork and beans, just cold pork and beans, chips. We got this delicious sandwich, and now we're gonna get something to drink. And you might remember from one of my other reviews where I reviewed this fine Southern Twang Muscadine wine, and we're gonna have some more of that with our food. Great, great, great. It looks great. It's going to taste great. Okay, folks, that's the end of the video. I ate it. I ate the whole thing. In fact, I ate everything, and I've cleaned the dishes up, and the counters are clean now. The stove is clean. Everything's put up. The seasoning's all put up. The mustard, the old God Mom, the hot sauce, everything's done. And it was very quick and easy to do because it really wasn't that much stuff to do. It's an easy meal, and it's a very good meal. Is it very healthy for you? Well, I mean, it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world you could eat, but it's certainly not a bad thing either. You had a lot of good ingredients in there. The peppers, the romaine lettuce, the onions, a lot of, and the smoked sausage. It was probably not the very best thing you could eat for it, but it's not the worst thing either by a long shot. And we really didn't eat that much of it. We only had a small section about like that. Maybe about the size of a regular hot dog or less. So, yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for you at all. In fact, it's probably, considering what most people eat for lunch, it's probably very healthy. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We're going to do some more. We're going to get better and better at this. We're going to try to come up with some new things and exciting things that you're going to enjoy watching us cook, and that you're going to want to look at and jot down or write down and try yourself, because that's the whole thing about cooking. It's experimenting for yourself, doing things your own way. You don't have to do it the way I do it, but use what I do as a kind of a general idea, and then take it from there and add your own stuff. Do it your own way, and you'll love it, okay? This is Lynn, the American in Love in China, signing off. Arrivederci. 再见。